Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Tiffany. I garden in Zone 9A, Southern Alabama. If you are returning, hey friends. So today we got quite a few things to do. The good thing is I'm not in a rush, so I got time to really take my time out here in the garden today. So the first thing that I'll be showing y'all are the seeds that we'll be starting today. I'm gonna go ahead and up pot those leggy seedlings that I showed y'all in the last video. I actually went ahead and up potted some of them, which I'll show y'all that. So these are the ones that I had up potted without y'all, and I just put them in the for sale Vego trays, but that's what they look like. And these are actually the broccoli. I think it's called the all season broccoli. These are the other ones. And then these are some of the collards. So I didn't up pot all of them because I had ran out of time. I was like in a rush. And then these are the ones that are super leggy. Now some of them I don't know if I'm gonna be able to save, but I'm gonna take a fair shot at saving all of them because some of them are like leaning over a little bit. But I'm gonna still try to save them all, and I'm gonna just plant them real deep. We're also gonna go ahead and harvest in this video because I told y'all in the last video I wanted to harvest. Luckily our vacuum sealer will be here tomorrow, so I'm gonna harvest all of the peppers that are ready to harvest, and I'll be able to clean them real good and vacuum seal them and put them in the freezer to see how they hold up that way. Specifically the shishito peppers and the Melrose peppers. And I'm also going to clean out one of our green stalks. And luckily I already got our seed starting mix mixed up already. I'm doing the same thing that I've been doing with the seed starting mix, y'all. I did add the vermiculite because I noticed a huge difference with the vermiculite. Like the ones that I had in the garage at first that I didn't use the vermiculite for, I just noticed that they dry out a whole lot quicker. So, you know, that's why I was like, I'm sticking to using the vermiculite. This is our seed starter mix that we already have mixed up, and I'm just rolling it over here because I'm trying to work in the shade because it is hot, y'all. Now, just in case this is your first time clicking on the video and y'all didn't see me make this seed starter mix before, the only thing that's in here is cocoa core, vermiculite, perlite, and earthworm castings. And then as y'all can see, this is actually the tray that we started together the very first time. Yes, y'all, it's dried out right now. The only thing that I have left in here is the celery and the oregano. I also left this spot with the Brussels sprouts, but I do plan on dumping this seed starting mix out, and I'm gonna just mix it in with the rest of my other seed starting mix that I got. And y'all, after I had cleaned these out the last time, I left them outside, so I'm just doing a quick little rinse on them to make sure nothing is on them, no type of bugs or spiders or anything like that. I think that's good. All right, so we got 7 of these. Y'all, I hope I don't fall. I'm on a little hill. Hopefully y'all not at a weird angle. Y'all can see me good. I had to work in the shade though, because right now we getting full sun in the rest of the yard. I ain't even about to waste my time putting no gloves on. But just, and I already got this soil moist. I feel like I put a little bit too much vermiculite in here. I'm hoping I didn't though. I guess y'all say that's why I need to start measuring stuff out. I know I do. I know. Y'all, so if y'all been here from the beginning, y'all know when we first started on this gardening journey, I had started doing content for gardening or whatever. So y'all was able to see everything if y'all been here from day one. So I used to make quite a few shorts. So I still remember when I had started some watermelon seeds and they were real leggy. So I posted it as a short and I was just so excited about it. I was like, oh, y'all, I got, you know, my seeds and germinated. I got me some watermelon, this, that, or the other. You know, I said they look so healthy and good. It was people all in the comments like, girl, them seedlings is definitely leggy. And I didn't know what leggy meant. So I ended up having to do a little research. Like, what did they talking about leggy? My seedlings look good. But that just means that your seedling is reaching for the light and it starts to get long. It has like a long skinny neck. I don't know why I ain't put on no spray, no bug spray. I forgot as usual. I already know when I go in the house I'm gonna be toe up. And I'm gonna only do a few of these with y'all because I'm pretty sure y'all ain't gotta see me do all of them because we still got quite a few things to do. Hold on, y'all, let's rearrange this. Y'all know I ain't the neatest when it come to working things out. This one's super leggy. I'm gonna bring y'all a little bit closer so y'all can see what I'm doing. Now, because I'm putting 2 of these per tray, I really should have used my bigger trays, but it's all right. I know they say not to take off the soil from the bottom. I know, y'all, but I want this to be buried as deep as possible. I feel like that's the only way I'm gonna get it buried really deep. See how easy that was? And I popped it right in there. I'm just coming around it with some soil to give it some stability. And voila. There we go. So we're gonna do one set together, and then I'm gonna turn y'all off until I get done. Then we start some more seeds, I'll turn y'all back on. So these ones that we're doing now are our long harvest broccoli. So this is the one that got like different broccoli varieties in it. Some of them supposed to start heading early, then some of them take a little bit longer to head. Y'all be so rough. I just broke that. No good. See, and that's the thing. When they get this leggy, they are very, very, very sensitive. And some people will say, girl, you might just throw them out. We're going to see what they can do. We're going to see if they survive. I don't think this one no good. So, like, this is the perfect time to see. Like, I don't even think that one is worth saving. But some of these, I still feel like they worth saving. All right, so that's all of our long harvest broccoli. So, we're done with that. So, I'm about to finish this up by myself. When I get to my next task, I'm going to turn y'all back on. All right, y'all, I'm back. Why I forgot all about y'all. I was on TikTok watching this speed dating show and just in my zone up potting seedlings. And I just forgot all about y'all, so I'm sorry. But I'm about to show y'all what I done did without y'all. So here is everything. We got our Sun King broccoli and our Georgia collards in here, and then the other broccoli varieties, and then we got these ones over here that these the ones that I had up potted the other day. Did I show y'all that? Yeah, I showed y'all those in the beginning of the video. So I went ahead and took our oregano and celery that had sprouted up. I know this probably was a bad idea because they so teeny tiny, but I needed that other bigger seed starting tray, which I'm gonna show y'all that in 1 second. So I went ahead and up potted these. They don't have their set of true leaves yet, but we're gonna see what happens with them. I will say this, I did come to the conclusion that if those celeries don't work out for us, I'm not gonna start any more celery seeds. The reason why is because, like I told y'all before when we first started the celery is not something that we just eat plain by itself. The only reason why I started celery was because around the holiday time, I know I use, quite a bit of it, and I want to be able to share some. But if I don't get any, I'm okay with that. I can always go to the store and buy some. But this we're working with right now. So for our 9-cell Vego tray, that's what's right here. This where I took the celery and oregano from, and the other seeds that didn't sprout up. I just dumped the seed starting mix that I had in here, and I just mixed it up with the new seed starting mix that I had already made today. So I know that it's a possibility that some seeds could sprout up like volunteers, but I'm okay with that if that happens. And then we got our 76 cell trays right here. I got that refilled up, and then I got 2 more of the 4-cell seed trays that I have filled up with soil. So even if I don't get a chance to sow the seeds tonight, I will be able to sow them tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead on and go under the tree area because I do want to go ahead and harvest. All right, y'all, so this is the area we will be working in. I can't believe I'm about to clean this green stalk out first because this the one that was just the gift that kept on giving. But I said it, I feel like it's time. The peppers, they starting to change colors. And the plants over here just don't look the best. I'm still getting nasturtium blooms, but sometimes you gotta know when it's time to cut ties with your plants. And I feel like this is the time. So like these little teeny tiny peppers, I'm gonna still save them. I'm gonna wash them and then just vacuum seal them. Talking about this mug so tiny, a little bite size. And these ones that I'm harvesting down here are shishito peppers, and then we got a mystery pepper, that little tiny pepper that I just showed y'all. I don't know what variety of pepper that is. And these do not look diseased, so I'll be adding these to our compost. And if y'all grew peppers in y'all summer garden, tell me what varieties were y'all favorite. Like, what's some of y'all favorite pepper varieties? I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any. And granted, we still had peppers that was popping up on here, but it's about that time for me to start making room for other things. I feel like the beds on the patio area will be the last ones that I clear out. I got plenty of marigold seeds, so I am not saving these marigold seeds. So don't even ask, don't tell me that I'm able to save them. I know y'all, but I got plenty of them, an abundance of them. So the ones that I'm not saving, that I'm throwing in the trash, I'm just putting them over to the side. Oh, we got some germinating right here. Oh, more marigolds. Y'all, marigolds will self-seed. That's how I ended up with the ones on the patio. Y'all, my heart won't let me cut the base of this plant because this lizard's still hanging out on here, so I'm gonna just leave it be. But I'm gonna cut the rest of them. Whew, that mug was in there. Golly. It won't hurt for me to leave this on here for my friend can stay out here, because he seemed to love this plant, so I'm gonna leave him be. What you saying? Girl, get that camera out my face. All right, y'all, so I done cleaned out this whole green stalk except these volunteer marigolds that done popped up. And then this pepper plant right here. I'm gonna leave this pepper plant alone. I feel like we actually can still get peppers from this plant because it still has buds that's coming through. So I don't think it'll hurt me to leave this one out here. And then I got a couple other marigold plants that's still on here as well. It's kind of like a jungle gym for our lizard friend. So I'm gonna leave that on here too. And that's what we got from it. And then this is our ones that we're gonna put in the compost. Oh, I almost missed one. Almost missed a pepper. Oh, I almost missed another one. Girl, what you doing? All right, so we're gonna clean our scissors off real good and we're gonna go ahead on and harvest our peppers that's inside of the Vego bed, the Easy Cube. All right, y'all, our most successful bed out here on the patio. I think the bed with the lima beans is a close second though. And y'all feel free to leave in the comments what's y'all favorite form of preserving y'all food. I know a lot of people say they love doing the freeze dryer. I know people say they like the dehydrator. It's rare. I see a few people say they use a vacuum sealer, but not a whole bunch. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to finish harvesting these shishito peppers because it's a lot. And I'm probably not going to harvest all of them, but it's a bunch. And these Melrose peppers. And I'm going to turn y'all back on once I'm done doing that to show y'all what we got. So our first task at hand is going to be up potting this aloe vera cutting. So with the aloe vera, I did just read that it loves well draining soil. So with that being said, I have some soil that I have already used previously. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just repurpose this soil. I'm not going to add any fertilizer to it though. Y'all know I'm the queen of adding some fertilizer to something. But because I don't have the correct fertilizer, I'm going to skip on the fertilizer for right now. And I'm going to just mix in some extra perlite with this. And I'm also going to put some pine bark at the bottom just to help with drainage as well. So when I say at the bottom, this is the pot that I'll be using, pot container, whatever you want to call it. It's basically just the container that I had got my rose bushes out of. And I'm gonna just pour that and cover the bottom of it just so we have some extra insurance when it comes to the drainage. And then right here, we're gonna go ahead on and add the extra perlite. I want a good amount of perlite, y'all. Then we're gonna go ahead on and mix this up. And the extra perlite that I'm adding is just for extra drainage. I can't remember if I just said that or not. So if you do have a aloe vera plant and you want to add some type of fertilizer to it, it is recommended that you use like a cactus or a succulent fertilizer. And because I don't have any of that, that's the reason why I'm going to skip on the fertilizer. And I almost forgot to put my mask on, y'all, but I got my mask on today. And then this is what we're working with. So we're going to just drop it right down up in there. The root's so teeny tiny. I think I should add this in there too. Yeah, let's add that. Mix that in. Look, mama had it in there, so it shouldn't hurt none. And I also seen that this plant actually likes the morning sun. So we're going to put it in the morning sun, which the morning sun for us is just going to be on this potting bench over here. And it does not like to get wet. So like if it rains or something like that, I feel like this would be the safest spot for it. So it's not getting hit too much with rain. And that's it, y'all. That's what we're working with. I'm gonna water it in and I'm gonna keep y'all posted on how it does because this is my first time having aloe vera. I'm excited to have it though. Yep, so good to go. Now let's put this to the side. And I noticed mama had it in this tin pan right here, so I'm gonna repurpose it and I'm gonna leave it in the tin pan as well. So for the initial watering, I'm gonna just water it regular. And y'all see how the water just immediately draining out? That's because I got quite a bit of perlite in here, which is what you want. So just to give y'all an idea, that's how fast the water draining out of here. This whole pan full now at the bottom. So I don't want it to just be sitting in this water, so I'm gonna dump it out. All right. That's it, that's all. All right, now on to the next. I already got my trays filled. For the seed starting mix that I'm using, I just used the cocoa coir, vermiculite, perlite, and some earthworm castings. Now, something that I used to do when I first started gardening, I used to always feel like I needed to add some type of fertilizer, even when I was just starting out the seeds. Y'all, all that's doing is wasting fertilizer. You do not have to add the granular fertilizer when you're first mixing up your seed starting mix. Save that, y'all. We won't have to use that right off the bat. That was something that I was notorious for doing. Actually feeling like I needed to add fertilizer for when I was starting seeds, but it's not necessary. So when you're starting out seeds, a lot of times less is more with that seed starting mix. So the seeds that we'll be starting today, I got this from my local feed and seed store. It's just some early Jersey Wakefield cabbage. I'm gonna try the Little Crunch Sugar Snap Peas again. I want to start them indoors instead of direct sowing them this time around because, like I told y'all before, it's still so very hot in our area. So I feel like it'll be beneficial if I just start them inside, being in the garage first. And then we got the Dwarf Blue Curled Kale, which this one don't take long for it to get established, but we're gonna go ahead on and start some of that indoors too. And we're gonna try our Catskill Brussels sprouts again because they had ended up germinating. They sprouted up, but they end up dying out just as quick as they sprouted up. They died out, so we're gonna try that again. This is gonna be my last variety of broccoli that I'll be starting. It's an early broccoli variety, and I figured that since it's supposed to be an early hidden variety, I just decided to start this one as the last batch of broccoli. I probably could have waited until September to start it, but I'm gonna go ahead on and start it now to give it a head start. Cause y'all know what I like to say: if it don't work out, I'll still give myself enough time to be able to start more seeds if I have to. And then we got the baby Napa cabbage. And then we got the pixie cabbage, the baby pixie cabbage. And since those blue collars didn't work out for us, I told y'all before, I am a mustard type of girl when it comes to greens. I like turnips and mustard. So I end up getting some giant curled mustards. And these came from Longleaf Mulch, the place where we get our soil from. So yeah, those are the seeds that we'll be starting today. This is not our last round of seeds that we're starting. This is just the ones that I wanted to start for August. So I think that the next time I'll be starting some more seeds after this batch will probably be in September. So we're just gonna use our carrot top from green stock to make little divots. And if y'all remember, I was telling y'all that I wanted to do a lot of compact varieties. I plan to really utilize our green stalks for the fall garden because I feel like a lot of stuff that we already have started on the patio area is gonna go until probably like October, November. And I'm planning for our herb bed to stay up, shoot, until next summer. And beyond that, I'm hopeful that we won't get no hard freezes or nothing like that in our area. And y'all know I have the hardest time when it comes to the depth of seeds. But we're going to try to get this thing right this time around. And I told y'all that I'm going to start some more seeds in September. But my next round of seeds may be started at the end of August, now that I think about it. Alright, so our first row we're going to start is going to be these giant curled mustards. I'm not going to show y'all this whole process because y'all done seen me start seeds plenty of times. Like more times than I would like to admit. So I'm going to show y'all the first round that I do just in case if somebody is interested in. Maybe this is their first time clicking on the video. And what I do is I just put 1 or 2 seeds per cell. And this is the 76 cell tray from Vego if y'all are interested. And it does come with a bottom watering tray too. So you can water from the bottom if you would like. Yeah, I'm hopeful that these seeds do well for us. And I'm gonna only do 1 row of the mustard greens. And y'all, I forgot to do something. I forgot to water my soil before I started this. I hate when I do that. I did this last time too, where I had made the holes and then I had to come back through and water it because I forgot to water it. I think what it is, I'm so used to watering the soil before I actually put it in the seed starting trays. And because I already had these in the seed starting trays from yesterday, that's why I just forgot to do it this time. So I'm getting it pretty moist. All right, we're just gonna go ahead on and cover it up, cover our little hole up. Then for our next one, I told y'all that most of them is 1/4, but I forgot I had these little peas. These definitely need to go kind of deep. So these seeds are kind of big, so you want to plant these kind of deep, and it tell you about how far deep down you need to plant them. And I'm gonna just push it down to what I feel like is 1 inch deep. And then just cover it up. And I'm only putting 1 of these seeds. I will say, since I've started using the Renee Garden seeds, the germination rate is immaculate. So I got all the faith in the world that these are gonna all germinate. So I feel like 1 seed is plenty when it comes to that. And I'm gonna make sure I make some tags for this stuff too. I just got that one wet, so I'm also gonna put it down in there. Then we're gonna do our kale. I don't want a whole bunch of kale, so I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of it. I guess y'all say, girl, didn't you say you weren't gonna put all these seeds down with us? We kicking it right now, y'all. Just vibe out with me. Just vibe out a little bit. I don't know why, for some reason I be feeling like when the seed is small I need to put down multiple, even though the germination gonna be the same whether if it's a small seed or a big seed. But I think it's the size of the seed make me feel like I need more. And y'all, I end up going back to Dollar Tree. If y'all remember, I had went to Dollar Tree and got those 15-cent seeds. I went back one day and they had a bunch of them at the register for 1 penny. Yeah, 1 penny. I know a lot of people were saying that when they mark the stuff down to 1 penny, a lot of times they'll throw it out. I really hate that they do that, and I know the workers be hating it when they have to do it as well. I feel like I would have to do like that person that did at the Dollar Tree that I went to, and shoot, just put them by the register and hope that I don't get caught with them by the register. And then our next one will be the cabbage. So for this cabbage, I'm not gonna do a full row of each one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do half and half. So this is the baby Napa cabbage. These seeds are small too. Basically the cabbage seeds, the broccoli seeds, the kale seeds, all of them look practically identical. Now I just said I wasn't doing a whole row. Oh well, it's too late now. I'm telling y'all, a lot of the time, half the time, I don't know where my mind be at. I be here with y'all, but my body be here, but my mind be somewhere else. And let's just chit chat a little bit while I do the rest of these. Y'all, so I was on TikTok the other day and I seen that the freaking jalapenos got salmonella recall now. I was like, I thought salmonella only come from poultry, but I guess not. Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't grow y'all own food, or if y'all not trying to learn how to grow y'all own food, I don't know what y'all doing. Told y'all before, I ain't no one of them super woke people, but I ain't sleep either. Tell y'all that all the time. Not only is the price of food already ridiculous anyways, but the fact that every time you turn around it's a recall. Since I end up doing the full row of the pixie cabbage and the baby jade cabbage, I'm not gonna do the early Jersey Wakefield. I ain't gonna do that today. I'll probably do that with our next round of seeds. Let's see how these work out first. Now for the Brussels sprouts and the early head and broccoli, this time I'm gonna really do half and half. So I'm gonna do half of it with the Brussels sprouts and the other half with the early head and broccoli. But I'm about to finish dropping these seeds down, and I'm gonna turn it back on once I'm done doing this, because I know y'all don't want to keep on seeing me drop seeds down. All right, y'all, I'm done starting those seeds. I'm about to show y'all where I got them put at in the garage, how I got it set up, and we're gonna wrap this thing up, y'all, because I thought I was gonna be able to do other stuff out here, but it is so very hot, and I was just like, today ain't one of them days where you just need to try to push yourself. You gotta know when to tap out. So I'm knowing that I'm about to tap out. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I feel like it was all over the place since it was between the stretch of 2 days. I do feel like I was a little bit wonky because I don't remember what I did yesterday. So, but anyways, let me show y'all real quick, and then we're gonna close this thing right on out. So up here I got the seed starting trays. I don't have anything in these seed starting trays yet, but I had some extra soil and I did not want to leave it outside in the elements, so I decided to just put it in these trays and bring it inside. When I say inside, I mean inside the garage. And then here are our seeds that we just started together outside. And for this grow light station, as y'all can see, the actual grow light is down inside of this lid. That way it's really actually making good contact with the seeds in order for them to germinate well. Yeah, so that's what we're working with. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on these. I hope y'all can't hear the fan in the background too much. But anyways, as always, I enjoy kicking it with y'all for another video. If y'all made it to the end, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a fire emoji, y'all, because it's hotter than Satan toenails out here, baby. And I'll see y'all in the next video.